My arms are sore. I forgot to put music on. So let me tell you about my day already. Hey, yo, sheepies, wake up, stay out the grill, don't get your wool into a flip. So this morning, basically, you guys know I'm moving, right? Blah, 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 blah. So my friend, they got a couch, right? And the thing was, we had to go pick up the couch, of course, blah, blah, blah. And it was on the second floor, of course. I love it when couches are on the second floor. But I realized, right? I can tap into my inner power like Goku. If I yell, I shout to the top of my lung. I'm like, ha! So yeah, we were trying to get it off the second floor, and I used all the power of my body to lift it high enough. That way, it can go down the stairs so that I'll bump into anything. But I won't lie, when I got to the bottom, I was so sore that I was about to like actually collapse under the couch. I had an adrenaline rush at that moment. People were relying on me. They were looking at me. They were like saying, "Oh, I guess we're not gonna be able to." And I said, "No, watch this." Ha! They were asking if I'm okay because I was shouting. I did a Goku yell. I tapped into my inner Goku in order for me to get that couch down. It was fun. But yeah, we got the couch into the new place, right? We didn't fully get in there. It kept jamming on the doors, so I'm gonna bring my screwdriver set tomorrow, Tuesday, and have to unscrew the legs and push it to where it's supposed to be. But yeah, I tapped into my inner Goku at that very moment. So that's what I was doing this morning. So that's why I didn't draw this morning. So I'm gonna get drawing out of the way because I need to have at least a specific amount of time of drawing at the very least to make sure I stay on quota. Ugh, but I did eat Taco Bell on the way home, guys. I ate Taco Bell on the way home, and that's part of the reason I'm actually late because I actually got back around like 12:30, and the Taco Bell ran straight through me. I had to go straight to the bathroom afterwards. I was like, this is so tasty. And I was like, oh, it's time for the Taco Bell runs. So I ran straight to the bathroom. Hey, Yon, how you doing? So yeah, I called upon my inner Goku to lift that couch. Turns out, if you yell hard enough, you can tap into your inner Goku. But yeah, we're here with commissions. I'm doing some commissions for AXO. And this one's actually a fun one because it's a game called RV Dare Yet. And I looked it up, and it looks actually kind of fun. It's like Peak, but you're bringing an RV around. Let me go see if there's any music we can listen to. I'm a little... Oh my gosh, I got hit by a wave of exhaustion. But yeah, I was so sore after lifting up that couch. My arms are sore, my chest is sore, my abs is sore, right? I used every ounce of my body in order to pick that couch up. Granted, like, I wasn't the only one. There was like 3 other people, but you know, the thing was I was on the only one on one end, and the 3 others were lifting it from the other end. So such is life. I am what they call Lone Wolf Laphel. I go in there and I solo that couch. Couch raid extreme. How are you guys doing today? You guys having a good day? Give me a second. I'm a little sore. Oh, I drank some coffee too, but I'm still tired. Maybe it's the Taco Bell getting to me. But I'm gonna work on some commissions here because I didn't have time during this morning to finish up my quota. So I thought I might as well finish up my quota for today to make sure that I'm still on schedule. It's gonna get busy for the next few days. I'm gonna be super busy between the commissions and moving. I think I learned my lesson. But the thing is, like, I could not predict when we were actually gonna get the house. That was the thing, right? I could not predict when we were actually gonna get the home, you know? So there was no planning my commissions around something you can't predict. These things just happen, and you know what? You just have to adjust. You gotta be flexible. Been playing Blasphemous. Oh.
If you have a chance, play RV There Yet with the most toxic friends.
Why toxic? Is it because they'll like sabotage it? That's what I was thinking with this picture. So it's like one friend is like on this cliffside about to fall over while the other friend's just smoking. Because I saw the smoke thing. And I was like, wow, everybody smokes in this game, don't they? Just for fun. This game looks pretty fun though. I looked at the trailer, I looked at the gameplay, and it actually looks really fun.
My internet is struggling.
Your internet is struggling? No, I get that.
It is one of the most enraging game ever, smiling.
Did you play it with
face.
your friends? I mean, quotation mark friends that don't play Resident Evil for games? What kind of friend will not play Resident Evil with you?
Yes.
Dang. Was it really fun then? Would you recommend it for like, for people who have friends? Not me. How much is it? I was actually thinking about getting Peak one day, but RV Dare looks pretty fun too.
I love throwing my friends off a cliff.
Can't you do that on Peak too? Is that not a Peak thing you could do? Wow, I just got hit by a wave of exhaustion. Sorry, guys. Wow. Oh my gosh. I really did use all my power, guys. I'm like Goku.
No, you can't pick up your teammate in Peak.
Really? I thought you could just like grab and drag them. Because I've seen like people like looking into each other's backpacks. So that's why I thought there was a possibility.
Let alone yeet them at full strength.
Let me turn down the music. It's a little loud. That sounds like my kind of game. And that sounds like the kind of game that I would play with my friends and I would accidentally like knock them over, then they would punch me. You know? Oh gosh, I am actually really tired. What the heck? What? So where did this wave of exhaustion came from? Should I make another pot of coffee? Thing is too, I might not even be able to move everything by tomorrow.
A friend killed me. I sent him meat officer.
Do you have respawn or is it like Peak 2 where you don't respawn? Can you respawn in Peak? I know like if you die you become a skeleton and you can bring your friend's skeleton around if you wanted to and eat them. You know, make it into some bone soup. Honestly, I want to say.
There's respawn points, and there's revive items.
I see. I have to say though, I like this design, this like round design with the glasses. Try not to overwork yourself. I think I have to actually for the next few days.
But if it's in the lava, it's mission impossible, and wait till the graveyard'll know.
Gotcha. Can you like destroy the RV? Like, do you have to have the RV with you the whole time, or is it game over if you lose your RV? Yeah, I think these next few weeks I have to enter overdrive, and I've been in overdrive for the last like what, 2 months, 3 months at this point.
Is your HP.
Oh, interesting. So then when that explodes, you just die. It's like, oh, our RV's gone, dies. Drawing again. Yep. I didn't have time to draw this morning because I was helping with a couch.
Checkpoint.
Ah, I see. That makes sense. So wait, does that mean like the people are invincible until then? If that's the case? But yeah, for those who missed it, I had to pick up a couch today, so I didn't get my quota in for this morning. So I had to draw today so I could make sure I'm still on schedule. Because like I plan around like my time of when I can draw, and that's like how I'm able to stream. Because I say like, okay, I'll do all the drawing parts in the morning and the evening. But if I don't get my drawing parts in the morning, then I don't think I'll be able to make quota. So that's why I had to do a drawing stream right now. You can very much kill people with no issues. Okay, so they have their own HP. Also, why is kill censored? Did you take a lot of commissions again? No, it's still the same amount, like 20 commissions. I got 2 more in queue that I need to send an invoice back to, but it's still the same amount. Careful, don't get ill. Can you get ill from overworking yourself? I always wonder about that because I saw in Bakuman, like the main character's uncle dies from overworking, and I always wonder like, what is that? Is it like malnourishment then? Like, did they not eat enough? Because I'm eating healthy. I'm getting enough sleep, right? Well, mostly sleep. I would say I go to sleep at 1 or 12 and I wake up at like 6 or 7. So that's enough sleep. The average human body needs 7 hours sleep, but you get by with 6, right? And I'm eating pretty healthy. I have a big vegetable diet, and what's it called? Or not vegetable, just diet, but I have a lot of vegetables in my diet, right? I even made some pickled cabbage. That way if I can't cook any vegetables, I have at least pickled cabbage ready to eat. Not kimchi, because I don't have any chili powder for it. So it's just regular soy sauce, vinegar, and salt, pepper, sugar kind of seasoning for pickling. And it's not like a hot pickle, it's a cold pickle. It's not enough sleep and stress. So as long as I'm getting my sleep though, I should be good, right? I know like stress does a lot to the body, and I know like, the thing is I don't feel stressed, if that makes sense. Despite all the hard work I'm doing, I'm not on a stressful factor yet. I know when my body is stressed. Like, I could feel it in my heart rate and everything. But right now, my heart rate's very relaxed and I'm just getting things done. So, would that be considered overworking myself then? If I'm not overworked or stressed like that? Stress is very bad. It definitely is. And there's sometimes I feel that, right? There's 100% sometimes I feel the stress, right? Especially when things don't go my way and my schedule's like thrown off and now I have to like improvise. That's when I feel stressed. But as long as I plan my schedule, and I don't even say plan, it's more like a mental, it's more like I would say just like milestones. Like I say, okay, I need to get this done. Like even that's pretty loose. I just look at my list and say, okay, this is what I'm working on, this is what I'm working on, this is what I'm working on. I need to get these done by the end of the day. And if I do, good, I'm on schedule. If not, then yeah. And then usually the thing that's keeping me even more on schedule is that usually when I get everything done on my quota, I go beyond and just continue working. Like, okay, these are all done, so I could keep going. Stress is a cruel mistress, yeah. But I'm pretty much not stressed right now. And I think part of it too is I'm streaming with you guys. I'm talking to you guys, so it's keeping my stress factor low. So I could just laugh, I could joke, I could say how I became Goku and picked up that couch. Yeah, I'm so proud of that moment. Everyone thought that I couldn't do it. They were like, okay, we're going to call somebody else. I said, no, watch this. Ha! That couch got lifted. Get lifted. But yeah, I'm sore. I'm glad that's the case at least, yeah. Usually, like, you could tell I'm stressed if I had to cancel stream, I guess. That's the easiest way to say it. Because I don't see stream as like too hard to do unless like it's a plan kind of thing. I think I see stream as more casual and just like being here and chatting, right? So that's why I don't find it too stressful unless I'm planning an event like the 3D debut and stuff like that. But if it's just something like this, it's just like me just jumping on stream and just chatting, I could easily just jump on and chat. But if I'm stressed out, that's when I cancel stream because I know that I'm not going to make quotas. I'm not going to make the schedule, so... There's a lot of telltale factors, you know? I think that's the thing. There's a lot of telltale factors and, what's it called? Safety gates that I have to make sure that I keep on schedule. Granted though, I am pushing my luck right now, considering the move. The move is going to be a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be. And I'm a little bit behind on moving items. And Tuesday I need to like get at least my internet and computer in there. The thing is though, I have my laptop, so if I don't get my computer in there at the very least, I have my laptop that I can work with. The only thing is with my laptop is it's not as big of a screen as my monitor, so I can't like look at references and have all the things that I normally would have. And the sensitivity of my Wacom is a little different from my Cintiq, right? So it's a little, I work a little bit slower on my laptop than I do if I'm working on my computer, right? But I still get work done nonetheless. Heck, there's times where I had to go out of town into like a big thing, and I brought my laptop and I still got things done, like coloring for my friend's comic. You know? If there's one thing I am, it's persistent and as hell. I will it into existence no matter what. I am persistent as hell to make sure things go right and things get done. That's what they call me. They call me Alin Laphel, right? I am steadfast. The only thing that'll kill me is just me. Hey, how's your guys' day going? You guys having a good day? You guys enjoying your Sunday? Like originally I was planning to play actually either Cobblemon or some more Pokemon. But yeah, because I'm drawing today, I'm gonna be doing this. It's almost Christmas too. Are you guys ready for Christmas? I do not have any Christmas gifts ready. And I'm kind of hoping that people will understand if I give them a late Christmas gift. Because right now that's what it's going to look like. Because between paying for a lot of things for the moving fees and stuff, right? And how much things I've been doing, like work-wise, I don't think I'll be able to have the time to go out, buy gifts, or have the money to. So yeah. Yeah. It's the 14th? Yeah, it's getting close to Christmas. Mariah Carey's defrosting right now, and the Padarus are starting their engines. Hashire sore yo, kaze yo no
Didn't
ni.
you buy Christmas gifts in the past weeks?
I bought a Christmas gift for my brother, but I didn't buy anything for anybody else. And that was before I confirmed the move, you know? So I had money then, but after that, like, it was like, yeah, we got the house, we're gonna move. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Pays termination fee, pays this month's rent, has to pay movers. I'm fading away, guys. This is it. Good thing good thing the last few months has been very luxurious with the payments, but it's kind of sad that like the months where I got like in a very high net positive and not like just almost like what's it called, almost just barely net positive, is the month that I had to pay so much fees. The world is funny like that. I guess it's one of those things that I guess, like, you know, destiny set me up for what's to come. So I guess that's good in the end, but sadly I just got to wait on making or buying gifts. In fact, I might make gifts. I bought a button maker, right, during the Black Friday sale before I started moving, and I might make people some buttons. I'm gonna draw some cute things and make buttons for them, right? It's good that you don't have to pay the fee when you don't have the money. Yeah, I have the money, but yeah, it's one of those things. But I'm gonna have to do some rearranging on the bank account, right? Pollo! The thing is too, like, my friends agreed that I'll be the ones to kind of manage our funds for payments and stuff. So I had to go to the bank one day and make another account, like maybe I want to say a savings account. I'm considering like a high yield savings account. That way we could put excess into it and then we could get a interest rate back. Like the one I saw with American Express is like 3.75, right? It's no time deposit or anything like that. Heck, even the time deposit is like only 4 to 5%. But at the very least, we could get some money back from with that. And I might just put like a flat emergency like 500 in there. And to help kind of like with investments, I might have to just make a time deposit too. Granted though, like time deposits don't get you that much. I wonder what's like the best investment. And don't say Bitcoin. I'm not buying a Bitcoin. They call me Alin Laphel. Don't get scammed. It's a federal bank. I mean, I feel more likely to get scammed if I was working with an investor than a federal bank, because a federal bank comes with $250,000 insurance on your thing. So as long as you have less than $250,000, the FDIC will cover it. I still have to get with my dad's investor. He trusts to put such money. That's the thing too. It's hard to, like, nowadays investment is such a weird spot to be right now, because like a lot of the good investments are already taken and a lot of like bad investments tend to kind of default or like kind of like lose money, you know, which is kind of strange when you think about it. Like, it's kind of silly. Gold is good. Yeah, my parents have gold. I was thinking about gold, but the thing is gold is not liquid, you know? And in order for you like to get money back from gold, it's much harder, you know what I mean? Plus, I think the price of gold is pretty high at this moment. I'll wait for the price of gold to go lower. It'll be a good time if the AI bubble pops. Liquid snake! Brother! The question is the AI bubble gonna pop? I feel like companies are really stupid right now. But they're going 1000% in to the point where they're gonna force success at the expense of everybody. I wish it would pop so bad, yeah. But I feel like at this point, they are double downing to the point where they're forcing the success. They're gonna invest so much money and time and force people to like it, basically. That's the thing, like, if presented enough times, people will just gradually get used to it, right? And that's what it looks like what they're gonna do. And I think they're gonna invest all their monies to kind of like, to kind of weigh on that factor.
Market manipulation equals greater than gets jailed for it.
I don't think they're doing market manipulation. All they're doing is brute forcing it from the fields of it. They're trying to do as much AI things so people get used to it. And like, that's what my guess is. So I'm imagining they're investing money just to keep making AI stuff. And just like, that's it. They're not gonna like try to make people like it. They're just gonna keep doing it. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. I was reading something on the online that said like, because the RAM shortage, Laptops are coming back.
Circular motion. Company gives
Mhm.
10B to B. B give 10B to C. C gives 10B to A.
I hate the way he said that. Not just because like the way he said it like that, but just because the way it sounds. But the thing is, I saw like apparently laptops are going back to like what 4GB and 8GB options for RAM. And somebody put it right that like I thought we were supposed to be going forward. Why are we going back to 2015? I'm glad I got my computer, but the thing is, my computer only has 16GB, right? Depends if they get bailed out exactly, but I think it's gonna happen. That's why they're brute forcing it. They know they have a safety net. I should have got like the 32GB option for my computer. It's over.
Phones and storages are also going to be less big and more expensive.
Yeah, that's how it be. It's gonna be crazy, and I think that's the thing too. I think like artists is gonna get pretty impacted by this RAM shortage, thanks to the fact that usually when we do our drawings, we usually have all kinds of other things up. Especially VTubers, when you think about it. VTubers are gonna be impacted by this as well, because like running a whole bunch of different programs to get your camera set up, right? But not all profit or non-profits worked out like that. How do you mean? Wait, non-profits? There we go. And we'll just go draw the RV. And we're gonna have the port girl. Do 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 do. Da 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 do dee do do do. This makes me want to play Wind Waker again. There we go. Just gotta draw a little patch of grass and a cliffside, right? Alright. And then we're just gonna draw like a sideways RV. RV there yet? No. RV there yet? My parents have an RV. The sad thing about the RV though is like it's I want to say it's not that spacious. Maybe it's just me, but maybe it's a little less spacious than I thought it was gonna be. Nonprofits just move money from another company. Oh, you're talking about what Sorty said. I was thinking about like, what am I talking about? Well, like, what was I talking about that's related to nonprofits? That makes sense. But yeah, that's definitely like, isn't that called money laundering? Did you guys invest in your RAM stocks at this moment? I saw people like buying RAM too, so that way they have what are they calling it? Generational wealth or something like that? I don't know where that terminology came from, but people are like buying RAM out the wazoo just to have, because they think it's gonna go up in price. Alright, she's gonna be yelling at them like, hey! Oi! Okay. Or maybe she should have one hand on the wheel to imply that she was driving it, rather than just being like a thing. Nonprofits just move money to another and take a cut.
I bought a Jbuku's. I don't want to be with a bad graphics card and have another 200.
That's smart. It's crazy too, because wasn't RAM like crazy cheap for a while? Like I remember too, when I was looking at the options, like the thing that cost the most was the graphics card when I was like getting the parts for my computer, right? But I think the RAM was relatively cheap, and that's why like during the time I was building my computer, it was like it was 8 gigabytes and 16 gigabytes.
The RAM is just a decoy. The real money makers are monitors. 3C.
You know what? I always thought about that. Like, do you think like if we're loud enough, do you think we would manipulate like people to buy things that are pretty much worthless? I think someone did that in the Pokemon card market, right? Somebody in the Pokemon card market pretend like this one cheap card was gonna get really, really expensive. They were like speculating, say like, yeah, the price of this card is gonna go up, right? And then everybody started buying this cheap card and they can't offload it anymore. I think they did that with a Pokemon product too. Like there's this one thing called the Pokemon First kind of thing, where it comes with 3 starter decks to kind of get players learning the Pokemon game. But the thing is, it's a very cheap product because nobody wants the cards, right? And somebody like said they went to Target and they vocally out loud said like, yeah, this product's gonna jump up. They have a bunch here. I'm gonna go back and get some money, right? And apparently they said like so much scalpers came in and bought out the whole aisle of the boxes because they're so unprofitable that nobody ever buys them and stores have stacks of them, right? It's crazy that like, that's why I'm thinking like, can you do that like with the PC part case? Like, do you think we like if we're loud enough, can we convince people to buy something completely worthless? I hate these damn scalpers. Anything to make them lose their money.
Just played a bit of the demo for a game called Devil Meat.
Devil Meat? Like Devil Meat Dante? Hey there, how you doing, Seal? I want her to stick her head out the window. There you go. That way we can see her visually. Even though her head's technically too big for the car. Had a same market manipulation? Did it? What happened there? But honestly, I just want these scalpers just to get their like investment loss at this point. I feel like even Nintendo's trying their best. They have been overprinting the 151 set, but it's insane because the scalpers are buying so much of it. Like I keep seeing like this 151 set is about like 2 years old at this point, and the fact that they keep selling out is just crazy. That like how much the scalpers are buying out this old set and not letting anyone have it because they know as long as they keep buying out the set, people will have to go through them for it, you know? Worst crap ever. I hate it. And the Pokemon Center for Pokemon cards is still 100% empty, right? The only thing they had left was the thing I told you where it's like the items that are all gone or the one that nobody wants to buy because they don't have a value for people, right? Honestly, I want to get at least one of those boxes so I could collect the cards because those cards have special stamps on it and I'm a collector. You know, I'm more of a collector than these damn scalpers. So one day I'll get around to it. I was so sad though because like they were on sale for $10 once. And I said, you know, if it's on sale once, maybe I could buy it again. But no, they never went on sale again because of the Pokemon card. The funniest one was when someone made up the new rules to start making you start with 12,000. That in a turn made a card called Really? That's crazy.
I wanted to buy a 3 TCG pack set for a Christmas present.
You have more than 10
but
X
they're
health?
all
Interesting.
sold out W.
You know what? It makes me sad too because like last year, my parents' hometown isn't as affected as the city, right? And they had a whole row of Pokemon booster packs, right? And I said, no, I'm not gonna buy one. I'm saving money, right? And I regret it because I never saw it again. All those, what's it called? Journey Together cards. Hydrate? Alright, let me go get some water. I'll be right back really quick. Let me go get some water. Oh, my arms are so sore. I'm getting some water right now. Let's draw 2 more if you have. Oh, I read that. That's a crazy card, but I thought Yu-Gi-Oh only had 8,000 life points. Was it just a ruse that somebody said like, hey, we're gonna have a new rule for 12,000? Or did they actually increase the life points to 12,000? And what's the point of increasing the life points to 12,000 though? Here we go. I like the way this thumbnail came out. I think she'll like it too. I think Axel will like it. It's not crazy, really? Because I feel like part of the charm for people is like one turn kill.
Pokemon TCG vending machine, but it's like £8 per packet.
What? That's crazy. The rule leaks are fake? Oh, that sounds hilarious. These scalpers, I swear. Whatever makes them lose their money. I don't normally wish ill will on people. But the way these scalpers are going, yeah. Yeah. Alright, let me go grab the logo for this game. Alright. Card is if you have more than 9,000, you pay. So that's why the card went up in price. I mean, that does sound really good. You know, when you think about it, if you have a deck focused on healing your life points or maximizing life points, which, you know, probably would not be the case because it's better to knock out than to heal. But if you were just making a meme deck, that sounds like a fun deck where you just like deck out because of all your life points. There we go. All right, that one's done. So this one, next one, she wants me to draw her drawing blindly, her Oshi, right? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. The problem with that in a normal game is you start off with 8,000, yeah, but you only need 1,000 more, and there's like a couple cards that do that. But at that point, like if you're gonna use a couple cards just to get a +1, I don't think that's beneficial, you know? Because when you think about it, like you have to use a couple cards just to get over 9,000. You have to have like 2 cards, right? And even then, there's that +1 is not guaranteed to lead into a combo. Yeah. Just for a pot of greed. So I could see that not working out well. Maybe like it could work as a better late card engine, but the problem is Yu-Gi-Oh is such a fast-paced game that games usually end within like the first 3 turns, you know? So like maybe long term, right? Long term wise, if this extended game that you're playing for a longer term, then yeah, I could see that working out, but not Yu-Gi-Oh. Like if it was like Pokemon or maybe Magic the Gathering, that would be a really good card. I mean, like not like equivalent exchange. I know those games don't have like life points. You can use it only once until you have to heal back the cost. Yeah, but isn't there cards that heal it like 1,000 per turn or something like that? Or like some monsters on the field that does that? Like there's a lot of healing options. I remember seeing it, and I imagine so more so nowadays when with the evolution of the card game. Probably like discard 1, discard 1 to heal 1,000 so you could go +1. Nothing that strong, really. I could have swore. I know there's like some cards that do like 1,000 damage directly to life points, so I imagine there was like some cards that do 1,000 points plus, you know? But then again, it's been a while since I played the card game, so I'm not too sure. Okay. Let's see. So you put your finger in the hole like this. How big is an easel? Painting easel. Or not painting easel, painting palette. There's some infinite combos, but at that point, you don't want to draw since deck out can still kill you. I don't know, I think it's funny. Like, okay. Hear me out. New fun format, chat. Right? I'm creating a new Yu-Gi-Oh format. Your goal is to deck out. Like, you have only 8,000 life points, but what, even if you lose your life points, you don't like lose, right? Life points will be just a resource. Your goal is to make sure you run out of cards to win. I don't know if there's any infinite combos that do that though. There probably is if I had to guess. It's not hard to deck out, really? Okay. What if you make your opponent deck out first, then? Would that make a fun format? They call me the Yu-Gi-Oh formatter. Especially if you are looking for something. I mean, at least it's not like Pokemon. Like in the Pokemon TCG, like I said, you lose like 1/10 of your deck at the start of every game. So sometimes you will not have access to those cards that you really need the most. Especially if you're unlucky. You have a 10% chance of losing out on all the cards you need. So okay. Because in Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic, like you have all your cards. Imagine Exodia was yeah, that'd be hilarious. I think there are some like instant win too. Like I think Pokemon cards have some cards that are instant win rule, but nothing like Exodia. Like some of them are like I think it's like let me see. Let me look it up really quick. I was listening to a video talking about it. Pokemon cards with instant win rules. Let me see. Because I remember listening to a video to it, and it's actually really fascinating. I think like Unknown is one of them. So like if you have one reward card or one prize card left, and you have enough energy, you can win the game immediately with that, right? And then there's apparently Slowbro has one. That's kind of cute. The Slowbro one is just walk off, and it's the same effect where if you have one prize card, you can just like leave and win. Win the game by walking away. This one has it so that if you have more than 12 cards in your lost zone, which is your banished zone, then or supporter cards, I think, I don't know, I'm not reading it fully, you win instantly. Interesting. This one's a fun card. It says here, if you flip 3 coins and you get all tails, you lose instantly. But it does 100 damage per strike. So if you're very unlucky, it's a very powerful card, but if you're very unlucky, you could lose the game that way. Victory symbol, that's a very common one. Okay. Lost World. Once during the player's turn, if that player has more than 6 Pokemon in the Lost Zone, the player may choose to win the game. Interesting. That's a very easy thing to do. Yeah, that's a very easy thing to do, especially nowadays, because you could use Comfy for dropping cards into the Lost Zone very easily. If you have more than 35 of your cards, wait, if this Pokemon is active and you have 35 cards in your hand, you win the game. I like that effect, but how practical is it to have 35 cards in your hand? Like, I guess if you stall, but Pokemon doesn't have a very good draw engine that doesn't rely on discarding. You would have to do 35 turns in order for you to get that, right? There's only like a handful of cards, and even those handful of cards aren't very good, right? And those handful of cards are just a pot of greed. Hydrate? Okay. Let me see. I'll just look at one more card. Hey guys, I'm coming in with my 35 card hand. It's very close, very big rules. Since you can't activate cards, you don't have to search target. Oh, yeah. Pokemon is different. Pokemon is all about like searching for cards. Wait, no, don't you search for cards? Wait, no, Yu-Gi-Oh! You search for cards all the time. Wait a second. Last turn is a very funny Yu-Gi-Oh! Instant win. What is last turn to? Is it like you pick one monster? I think that's the one, right? You pick one monster and you face it off against the opponent's monster, and if they win, you win the match? Or is it like, or was it like you discard your whole deck and then you have only whatever you have, and it's the final turn for both of you? You search for cards, but you can only activate a card if you have a target. I see. But then, how would you know if you have a target if you... Oh, okay, never mind. Well, then, how would you know then? Thinking about it, like, what if all your cards in the graveyard? Your opponent doesn't know that you have a target card, right? Because, like, you're going on the hunch that you would know, but the opponent wouldn't. I guess the deck list. Do they do that in tournaments where, like, the players have to look at the deck list to say, you know, like, yeah, all the Dark Magicians in the graveyard? Because that does make sense. But, like, I don't know if they do that on the fly, so they see the opponent deck list and then they just mark it off as they go. Which I guess is interesting. Rely on deck list for that. So I was like, you can't activate that. Which is kind of crazy too, because like, I think in Pokemon, you could do something too, like, even if your targets are all out of the price list or you don't even have a target, people like to activate those cards just to look through their deck, right? Because you could cancel, you can discard the card if it turns out you have no target, right? So like if you use an Ultra Ball and you have no target that you could use it on, you could still use it to like look at your deck and like get information about how many cards you have in your deck left. Like what cards you have left. I think almost search cards reveal the cards. I see, interesting. Because that's the thing, like, what if you use, say, I don't know, Dark Magician's ability that allows you to look for a magic card, but you don't have any magic cards? Does that mean you're not allowed to search your deck? So if a guy picks a illegal card, you call it the judge? Ah. I mean, like, it's very easy for something like that, but from the sounds of it, like you said that if they don't have a card, it would be technically, they wouldn't be allowed to, right? They wouldn't be allowed to use said card, right? Okay. There we go. Well, technically you always know what you have. You know what you always have, but the opponent doesn't. That's the thing. And like I said, they're looking through the deck list. I guess I can see that making sense. But I wonder if they actually do look at the deck list. Because like, maybe it'll make sense if like you lost a whole play set of Dark Magician, But what if you don't even have a whole playset of Dark Magician and you only have 2, right? So essentially, I guess actually isn't a playset only just 3 per card, or was it 4? I guess it is pretty easy to keep track of cards. Like you just keep track of their main cards, I guess. And then if you see it in their graveyard, they can't search for it. And then they made an illegal move and they're disqualified and sent to the Shadow Realm. You're gonna be sent to the Shadow Realm! No! Man, Wind Waker had some really good boss fight music. I love this boss fight music. You can always look at your graveyard or banish, yeah. And your opponent can look at it too, so I guess I can see it working. I'm just like, I'm on the boat, and I guess you guys have less cards there. You only have 40 decks versus like 40 card decks versus Pokemon 60 card decks, right? But I'm always on boat that I forget things very easily, especially if you're going in a tournament and like people have different decks. I probably will forget things pretty easily. For one specific card, yeah. Like it makes sense too, like if you only have one Monster Reborn, right? And it's like a card that says like, oh, search for a Monster Reborn, but you don't have a Monster Reborn because you already used it. Yu-Gi-Oh's interesting like that. I think card games are a lot of fun. They're very interesting, but sometimes they can be nuanced with how they are. Okay, arm's too close. People probably cheat like that, I imagine. Okay. Stop hydrating me, I'm gonna go pee. Don't you guys remember, like every time I hydrate I get more and more bloated with pee? I can't take a pee break. Posture check. Ah! Oe! Oe! Gambare! Okay. Do. Man, I love Wind Waker's music. I might go back and play Wind Waker one day. Imagine someone playing a card that you have to pull out a calculator and solve a linear equation. I mean, don't you guys already do that? Is that not a Yu-Gi-Oh card already? Wasn't there like a Yu-Gi-Oh card where you have to agree to shake hands, and then like if you don't shake the opponent's hand, then like they like I think it's like if you shake hands with each other, you both draw a card, but if you don't shake hands, then you like gain 500 life points or something. Linear equation cannon, really? I mean, linear equations aren't that hard. They're like y equals mx plus b, right? Isn't that the linear equation, or am I thinking that wrong? The simultaneous equation? I don't know that one though. Simultaneous one kind of slips me. But yeah, isn't that the linear equation? Where your x, I think that's the case. And like m is slope, x and y is the coordinates, and b is like the incline. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've done map. Okay. I want the paintbrush to be in vision. Okay. Even if it doesn't make sense. Okay. Maybe I'll have her pointing at that thing anyways. There you go. She's supposed to be closing her eyes while we're drawing it too. Like banish one fusion monster and 2 XYZ with the same rank as with the same rank from your XYZ or your extra deck, whose combined level and ranks equal the total number of cards in both players' hands and field. Then you apply this effect. Return to. Do you think somebody actually plays with those cards? There has to be someone that plays with those cards, right? Because that would be me. If I was to play Yu-Gi-Oh, I will pull out a linear equation Are those cards are also in Master Showdown? Or what's it called? What's the one? Master Duel? There's like one deck built around it. I'm literally gonna be a Yu-Gi-Oh villain. They call me Math Master Laphel. His deck is a math control deck. Do 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 do. Okay. It's like playing Math Mechs. What's Math Mechs? Okay, something like this. Oh. Okay. You know what? I wonder if like Hololive came out with their second set of Hololive cards. I've been wanting to buy a box, but I might have to put it like on my wish list for now. Unless I put it as a tax item. I need it for my taxes because I stream myself opening Pokemon cards. Okay. What Zelda game is this from? Math Mech is an archetype of not mech, but cyberverse.
This guy
monster. Don't dot me! Actually, I have to do my taxes soon, don't I? I have to like calculate all my expenses. But I do put the horror games on there, guys. I do put the horror games I buy for you guys to stream on there because I do not play the horror games on my own. I do not consider that a luxury expense. I consider that a business expense because I am not buying a horror game for myself for the fun of it, guys. Any horror game we buy is it's a tax expense. There we go. It's a work expense, guys. It's a work expense because I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for you guys. Okay.
Alin Laphel mid.
Yeah. What the bot said. What the thing said. Okay. Okay, we'll have her like apron like this, and then she has her actual clothes underneath like this. There we go. Huh. She looks so smug about it. Alright, let's cover up this axolotl. I think I already got this one done, right? What? This is not the one I worked on. Wait a second. I got this one done too, but why is it not the right one? Oh, I think I opened the wrong file. Yeah. I worked on this one when I was out picking up the couch. I worked on that one while I was driving.
Your water bill as stream expenses.
You're right. Oh, you're right because you guys are forcing me to hydrate all the time. Fun thing too, like my friends, since my friend works from home as well, when we live together, they actually their work is actually giving a rebate. Is that the term for it? I forgot what it's called, but they're basically exemption. So they're going to be able to get the internet, like $100 on their internet. So they have. Oh, I read that. Math. Yeah, not meth. Definitely not meth. All right, I need the logo for Who's Your Daddy, which I didn't realize was a game. Who's Your Daddy game. Have you guys heard of this game?
Wow.
Don't want me. How am I gonna get the logo on this thing? There's like no defined logo. I guess this is it. PS5 game? This is a PS5 game? Why is this a PS5 game? What?
I'll need a picture of your daddy. Damn, I didn't knew you had daddy issues, lol.
No, guys, shut up. There you go. Let's clean it up. This is the best I could do with the logo. I think this is the right logo. There you go. Look at that little gremlin with a knife and a bleach bottle. Apparently, like how this game plays is like you one person places the baby and is trying to die, and somebody places the daddy to make sure the kid doesn't die.
arrive and I hear about Alin. having
We are
daddy
not making a
issues.
daddy arc, chat. I'm saying this right now. I'm okay with the mommy arc because it's funny, but we are not making a daddy arc. I am shutting this down now. There we go. And then we could make Axel a little bit bigger, and then we could consider these sketches ready to send in. There you go. Alright, good. I'm gonna send it to her and see if she likes it. Thing is though, I don't think she has a logo for the other one. No, I can make one for her. Wait, this is the wrong one again. Did I just do it again where I put it on the wrong one? Alright, there we go. This is the correct one.
Also, I haven't heard about this game in such a long time.
I never heard of it until now. It looks pretty fun though. Like if I had friends. The thing is, like, sorry, I have the opposite problem as you. Like, my friends don't want to buy slop, for lack of a better term, games like this. They want to play the AAA games.
I have it, but never played it because no friends.
I know how that feels. It was a content game? Really? Man, it was so content that I forgot it. Or, not forgot. I didn't know it existed. Alright, just making sure. And then we'll make a logo for this one. Because I don't think they have a logo for this.
Slop games are fun.
They're fun, but they're only fun with friends. That's the thing. That's why I like playing slop games with you guys on stream. Because it's funny to do and play on stream, but I would never play that on my own. Okay. And then we'll just like... blind! This is what they call graphic design 101. I am expert graphics. Maybe like this? And then would it be funny if like I turned like something in there like a blindfold?
Considers us friends Alin Laphel.
Oh no guys. I didn't mean it like that. I meant it that you guys are bodies. That way I'm not alone. Because I do not want to spend money on something that I'm not gonna play on my own. Graphic design is passion. Yeah.
Best buddies, Suri love.
No, you guys are taking it too literally. No, stop. Teehee. And we could put like a blindfold like for this logo, right? And then we could like reverse the colors. So we could put like a blindfold.
Alin parasocial arc.
You're right. This is it. I'm doing my parasocial arc. This is the part where I start what's it called? Telling like trying to what's it called? BFE experience? Yeah. This is my BFE experience. There you go. Alright, I think that's good. And this will be like a reverse color, right? I think they'll get the idea. And if they need to explain it, I'll explain it. Alright, let me go send this. And then I'll work on some more sketches. But yeah, I went to college for graphic design. Let's see, Axo set 5.
This is a lead up to Offtask season to because they show up to defeat Alin.
Yeah, I am the real monster here. Just like at the end of my birthday stream. That was a good time. Can you believe it's almost the end of the year? It feels like we only just started, right? I feel like this year just began and it's already almost over. What the heck happened this year? You guys feel that too, right? I'm not the only one that feels like this year went by really, really quickly.
Offtask season to just a week away.
I mean, a lot happened. Yeah, I guess a lot did happen. Interesting enough though, like hopefully like next year I could do more things because I wanted to hire a video editor and I think I came across a video editor. Thanks to my contacts with bigger VTubers, I'm able to like talk to the editors that they have. So maybe I have a video editor I could come in contact with.
Them, it's only February Alin Laphel med.
It's only a matter of time before we're back in February. We're doing another romantic thingy.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday! Yeah, congratulations! It's your birthday. All right, let me go send this here to the person. So I got 2 more commissions. Let's see. One of them has an order of 4. So I had to charge them 120. This one is Genshin? Is that Genshin? I think that's Genshin. Thumbnail. Okay. Let me go send this to Astro. Okay. Like so. Here's how the sketches came out. Is this what you had in mind? Maybe I should put drawing. Too late! Alright, let's close that. Not close that. I'll save it just in case I blunder it. What are you guys excited for 2026? Do you guys have anything exciting for 2026 you want to do? It's almost time to make your New Year's resolution. Quick, share your New Year's resolutions. Now, at this moment. Alright, so next one I want to do, I want to just get sketches out of the way. That way I can focus on inking and coloring for the next week. So we got Astro on awaiting approval. Hannah and Sun are on inking phase. Oh wow! Actually, I'm more ahead than I thought I am. I only have 1 more to sketch out, and then I can start inking and coloring.
It's not a New Year's resolution, but I plan on buying a lever action rifle.
Ooh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I actually fired one.
Lottery.
Okay, Fetter. Okay, Fetter. Let's die. Oh, my arms hurt. Dial it back a little bit. I guess there's a special episode of an anime I want to watch. Is it the one that you were liking? The one that I forgot what it's called. The one you were telling me about before. I don't think I have any. Try to make some. It's always nice to make a New Year's resolution, even if you don't think you can make it. Can you please draw me a thumbnail of my OC getting scolded by a farmer? Okay. Let me see. Alright, let me get... Let me put this here. What is the farmer? Oh, it's that farmer from The Sims Life. I played this game.
Or at least focus more towards it.
Ah, that's good. I feel that same way too. I wanted to work towards being monetized as well, but the thing was too, like I said, I was really close to getting monetized. I was at like 2,700, 2,800 hours of watch hours, but the problem was I had to go out of town too many times, and that dipped my hours and got me out of the algorithm. So unfortunately, kind of hopeless about real life. You just have to find something that you can believe in. That's all it is, you know? Whether it's yourself, something that you like, whether, you know, your own abilities or something that you can do, you have to find something that you can believe in. Doesn't necessarily have to be some religion or anything, it's just something that keeps you grounded. For me, that's drawing and my ability to draw. So, alright, I got an idea of how I could do this. Okay. So she wants to be scolded by the farmer. Okay.
Also, I'm running out of things to do on your map while I'm waiting for people to respond.
It's okay. You don't have to get... I really appreciate like the crazy things you're doing.
I want to not become friends with benefits with my ex.
I don't know how to reply to that, honestly, but good luck, I guess. You got this? I actually do not know how to reply with that, but do your best. You got this.
Thanks.
The world is fun like that. There's like, you know, there's so much to it, you know? So. You guys always surprise me with some of the things you say, though. Okay, I want it to be like one of those things where it's like the Japanese scolding.
I wasn't expecting you to offer a solution, don't worry.
Yeah, the thing is, life is funny like that. You never know what the solution is, but you, at least the very least, looking at it hindsight, you'll have a good laugh with it. Okay. Okay, something like this for the pose. When a cat gets scolded, does its tail go down? I think it does, right? And we'll also like do that with her ears, where it's like, did it go flappy? Like, oof. Okay.
At least it shows we ended the relationship
Yeah,
on good
that's good. That's a good
terms.
way to look at it. I wouldn't call that a positive aspiration, but sure. I think that's the thing. You had to find something that keeps you going, you know? Whether it's family, whether it's a job, whether it's dreams and aspirations, right? That's what I necessarily mean when like find something that'll keep you grounded, something that you believe in, you know? Something that you wish from the bottom of your heart that you want to do. So that's why I don't mean it like as a...
scenario, I might have to ask you to talk to them to say I've been trying to message them.
Okay, yeah, I don't mind doing that.
My New Year's goal is to build up my savings.
That's a good one too, actually. Because especially nowadays, I think having a good savings is good. And I'm thinking about doing that. Like maybe next year, I'm thinking about like rearranging my funds so I put more money into investments. So that way I could have my money earning money back for me. Especially with my new place, I'll be able to have more savings thanks to the lower rent. Okay. But I'm surprisingly back on schedule now. Because all I had to do is finish this up, this sketch of this one, and then I should be back where I wanted to be, which is having the sketches all done.
My New Year's resolution is making cat girls real.
You know what? Go back to the idea of the lottery, Fender. You might have better chances there. Do you think there's like a scientist out there who studied like genetic modifications just for the idea to make cat girls real? Someone out there is pining for it.
Also, I plan on getting more art of my ox
Heck yeah!
and making reference docs for my ox without them.
Heck yeah! That's a good aspiration. Something that you... What's it called? Something for a New Year's resolution, you know? Honestly, I've been really want to do things with Aine and Remy. Right? Like, Aine and Remy, I feel really bad that I haven't done anything with them. I'm really thinking about like pushing Aine and Remy as stream mascots, right? And Mayo. I'm hesitant about Mayo because Mayo's story is more in Offtask. But Aine and Remy, I always wanted them to be like outside Offtask. Like I designed Aine and Remy outside of Offtask. I just pushed them into Offtask because I thought it would be a fun story to like use them for. I like Mayo though. I do like Mayo. But I want to like try to use Aine and Remy for other stuff. Would you guys be bothered if I use Aine and Remy as stream mascots in some way? I don't know, maybe like they're doing the stuff. Aine and Remy concert.
And Remy content Suryakir.
That could be fun.
Go
Cat girls,
ahead, bro.
real? Yeah, would be weird, especially the ears. I don't know, it's kind of cute. Too bad I'm allergic to cats. And I imagine if I'm allergic to cats, I'll be allergic to cat girls. I'll see. I'll think about it. I have like some fun ideas I could do with them. The only problem though is like I'm gonna have struggles. Like it could be one of those things though. Like you seen that one VTuber who has the anime girl and then like they're just the octopus on the head? That could be me. Except I could be just a sheep.
Okay, just for you, Alin, I'll make dog girls real too.
Thank you, Feder. That's what I wanted this whole time. How would they work? They have only cat ears, 4 ears. I imagine it's like Uma Musume, right? In Uma Musume, they only have the ears on their head, right? And the thing is, everything around in their world is designed for it. Like you know those phones that look like this? They made them extra long to accommodate for the Umas, right? And then they have like their headphones on their top ears rather than like the side ears. It's like in Final Fantasy 14 too. In Final Fantasy 14 too, like there's a thing called link shells, right? So how the link shells work, they're supposed to go in your ear and you have to tap them to talk, right? So you tap them like this. But the Mikote, they have their ears on their head. So when they talk, they actually have to reach their hand around and tap their ear on the top of their head just to make it work. Like it's very viable. It's a very viable thing. That would be less cute than you think. It's not about being cute, it's about being practical, but I think it's kind of cute. Let me see, my music went off. Let's go find something. think that's the thing. It makes sense, realistically, having something like that. There we go. And besides, if you saw a cat girl reaching for her ear on the top ear, I think that'd be cute.
Setup where there's human and cat ears.
Like Fuwaboko? The fake ear setup? I do like that too. I think it's cute. But I do like the idea of just having one set of ear. The thing is too, that the only thing that bothers me about the one set of ear is that like in Final Fantasy 14, when you see a character, a Mikote from its side, right? The thing is, usually the Mikote has a haircut that covers their whole head like this. So even though they have cat ears on the top, you don't see it. But there's like a couple haircuts where, like for the males especially, where it's like they have the hair on the top and it's like shaved on the side. And the thing is, you don't, the Mikotes have nothing here. It's completely flat. And it's always like tosses me out of it. It's like, oh yeah, I guess that's true that they would just have hair over there because there's no ears. You know? Flesh Cat Girls is to make momoid earphones? What's a momoid earphones? It's just how it would look when you look at them. I think it'll look bad.
Combo gives more to visually see.
I guess that's true, but I think I like the idea of more cat earish, like actually cat ears, like this. See, they're very cute, right? And like when you look at it from the side, it'd be like this, right? They'll be flat right here though, nothing there. Neko Mimi. Okay. Pull up real cat ears. Let me see. Real. Oh wait, someone already got back to me with a message. You've been working hard. Oh, thank you.
I think it's because I first saw it in our WBY where Blake has cat ears on top and human ears on the side, and that's the only kind I saw for a while.
Okay, give me a second. I'm just typing a message back. There you go. Okay. Someone was messaging me on VGen. Okay, let me see. I want to see this real cat ear. Real cat ears. Real fake cat ears. I don't see what the problem is. Is it because it's so hairy inside? Like, I guess, like, that could be something. I know, like, it's just like a dog ear, like the way they're shaped on the inside. Like, what am I looking at with the cat ears? They look pretty cute. They look like they would be hard to clean though. I saw on Ruby where Blake has cat ears on the top and human ears on the side. Oh. I have never watched Ruby. Outside the first episode, but as soon as I saw the first episode, I ended up dropping it because I didn't like the voice acting. There we go. I heard it was good though, but it wasn't for me. Okay. And then we draw the legs going up. Are they still making Ruby? I know like what's it called got bought out, right? Didn't like Warner Cable, or was it who bought Ruby? It's not I think someone bought Ruby, right? Or does it still belong to Warner Brothers? Because I know Rooster Teeth went under. So I'm curious who's working on Ruby now, because I know the Ruby VTuber is still a thing. And if the Ruby VTuber still exists, then that means that Ruby must still exist on its own.
Viz Media owns it.
Okay, so Viz Media owns it now. Okay, interesting. Had good combat choreography for 2 seasons. It definitely did. That's one thing I like of it, and I think even like the later ones had some interesting choreography. I love how silly, ridiculous the combat is, but I couldn't get past like everyone like talking. I think it's because I had to set expectations of nobody talking.
Are you working on Ruby?
No, I'm not working on Ruby. I had to set expectations that it was going to be silent, like a Samurai Jack cartoon. But as soon as they started talking, it kind of like, oh, they talk. Sad face. Then Monty died. Yeah, I heard about that. I think that's the thing too, like, I didn't like what they did with Red versus Blue. Because for a while, Red vs. Blue was just comedy, and they had like silly little action scenes, but they were just like within the game, and they were like stiff and like silly, and like they weren't built for combat, you know? But then like I saw like some of the later Red vs. Blue stuff, and there's like combat scenes all over the place where people are flipping and stuff, and like I didn't like it. I think like the Blood Gulch saga was the best saga when it came to Red vs. Blue, because it didn't take itself too seriously. And the thing was too, like I think in the later season, it's like everybody else is flipping around except for the main Red vs. Blue cast. So like Sarge and his boys and Caboose and his team, right? They were essentially like the bumbling idiots in the scenes, but then like Tex is flying around, even Church is flying around if I remember correctly. They're like flipping, they're doing like shotgun blasts with one hand. Then you have Dakota or Wyoming and all these guys, right? Okay. Let me go shrink her a little bit, because she has to be like on the ground. And we'll put like the cornfield behind her. You know, I kind of want to go back and watch Red vs. Blue, the original. Like talking about it, I want to like kind of check it out again. Either that, like maybe not the cornfield. Maybe we could put like a small field here. And then we could put the barnyard in the distance. Right? And then we could like put a fence right here to imply that they're close to something, right? There we go. I think that'll be better. That way it's not too much behind her. If there's one thing I did like from Ruby though, I like the character designs, especially Ruby. I liked how cute Ruby was. I don't know, something about Ruby like what's it called? Ticked my cute factor. I didn't see the other girls though. Funny enough, like I seen the other girls in the trailer, but outside of like outside seeing Ruby, I think Ruby was like the only one I really knew about. Stood the test of time, yeah. But I haven't seen them. I just seen Ruby's red and black design. I like her red and black design, which is surprisingly edgy for a girl that's super energetic. She's like Shadow the Hedgehog without the edge. Okay. Okay, we'll just do a back shot here. Do we have him like yelling? I feel like that feels mean to have him yell. I don't know. Because if I have him yelling, it's like, what are you doing?
I think Ruby is the reason why I love Black Thighs so much now.
Does that mean you like Ruby? They have a lot of art. They still get a lot of art, don't they? Kind of crazy that Ruby's actually a VTuber now, when you think about it.
The source of it all?
What?
TM.
I don't remember her having black tights, though. How do you spell Ruby? Oh, you're right. She does have black tights. Yeah, I don't like her re-look. Like, I like her initial look. Like, this one from BlazBlue is, like, the thing I like. Like, something about this design right here, like the cuteness and the little Red Riding Hood look, right? And then, like, this dress. Like, everything about this aspect I like, but I didn't care about it when she started, like, having, like, her secondary outfit. Like, I didn't care, or second outfit. Because I know I seen this outfit a lot more than the first one. And I didn't care for how, like, the hood is down, the hair is shorter, right? The white on the arms, right? I think it worked really well back then.
No idea about any other outfit other then the first one you show.
Yeah, this is the only one I know. Okay. Let me close all this.
Boop, boop, boop.
There's an outfit that appears for like 2 episodes. I see. The name was cussed because the name. Oh, that's clever. I didn't realize that. I don't know anything about Ruby though. Like 0% anything about Ruby. My friend was more of a Ruby fan, but you know what? Also, I didn't really care about when it comes to Ruby. Have you guys seen that? Like
Why did it censor that?
I don't know. It's weird. Like I didn't care for the like Ruby Chibi series. The Ruby Chibi series, like even less, I cared about less. Because I don't know, something about the Ruby Chibi series felt more like less funny, I guess you could say. I don't know. I don't know how to put it, but it feels too on the nose, I guess you could say. And I think part of it is because they literally called it Chibi, you know? Like I feel like when you call yourself Chibi, right? It's a little bit harder for me to take it more seriously. Let me see. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Ruby Chibi. Well, the concept of art is cute.
WBY Chibi is fun if you are into our
That could make sense too, because
itself.
I didn't know anything about Ruby itself, and it just like went over my head. But my friend was trying to talk to me about it, and I was like, yeah, goes over my head. Okay, this guy's like. I'm glad I like having him faceless.
A lot of the humor is centered around the plot of Ruby.
That makes sense then. I think though like the concept art for Ruby Chibis look better than the actual 3D models, but I get like 3D models you can only do so much with, especially when someone's not experienced. But it would be really neat if like somebody like goes with like a low poly look when it comes to 3D animation. I feel like low poly look is a very underestimated factor. I need to give like 3D modeling a try again. It's been a while since I 3D modeled, and I feel like coming back into it with 3D or with what's it called? Low poly would be fun, because I actually never done low poly. But the concept of it is very easy to get because it's literally low polygon. This guy has like one heck of a mustache. The shipping stuff also is kind of disheartening. I heard about that. I heard people go crazy with shipping. My friend talks about it, saying like people are crazy when it comes to shipping things together. Does he have like a little tuft of hair behind him? Let me see. Let me look at some of the reference for this guy. Do 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 do. Bow 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 bow. Let's see.
Ruby shippers, at least back in the day, were kinda crazy.
Okay. I just realized I kinda did this wrong, but I'm gonna make a secondary sketch. There we go. Because I was looking at the wrong one. Don't mind me, I got the characters right.
But it also
But
could
there
be
was also a
case of
pose.
local minority.
That could be it too, but I think that's the thing. Shipping communities are always some of the rougher ones, right? Like it's really hard to have a community and not like have a good shipping community, because people are very fervent about the shipping their
But
shipping.
the Bumblebee shippers were something.
Bumblebee? Bumblebee as in like Transformer? Can a robot feel love? It got so bad the meme was homophobic Ruby? What?
Blake Exnon.
Yeah, Blake? I don't know who these characters are. Okay, so they wanted something like this for a pose. Okay, this man is older, so.
Yon is the Y in our WBY.
Okay.
And Blake is the B in our WBY.
Ah, I see. And they ship them together? Is it like actually like a canon ship, or is it one of those things that like the fan ship? I think
Our WBY is Ruby Weiss Blake Yon.
Blake and Young is bad. Was so bad. Like, was it a canon ship? Because like it kind of reminds me of like My Hero Academia. In My Hero Academia, I think like some of the ships got really toxic. Like I don't remember the names of them, but like the fireball guy and the main character, and there's the main character, the fire ice guy, and there's the fire ice guy, and the fireball guy. And it's like nobody paid attention to the fact that Oraka was like the main character's like main love interest. They were just denying it completely. Oh, 1 second. Someone posted my thumbnails, and I'm gonna retweet it.
Spoilers, it becomes canon, but way later into the series.
Ah, I see. I think it's because one of the VA shipped them. That's the thing though. I could say I shipped somebody, but if somebody is like, you know, not necessarily like designed that way to be the ship, yeah. But people will ship regardless. That's the thing I learned. You can't fight with shippers. You just could ignore them, right? I do have my own ship and series and stuff, right? But I don't force it down people's throats. And I think that's the important thing. If you're gonna ship somebody, you can't force it down people's throats. And that was the problem with My Hero Academia, because despite people liking the Deku and Uraka ship, which is like the canon ship, people were like, yeah, he gets together with the guy with the grenade hands.
I had my own personal ship preference for Blake, but I kept it to myself.
That's the thing too. Sadly, you can't like talk about things like that, because if you do, people get angry about it. Funny enough. It's weird because like you think that people would be more accepting of the ship, but the sad truth is that a lot of people don't like your ship, or they hate it fervently to the point where they hate your guts. I don't know. This is why I avoid like fandoms and communities like that, because oftentimes fandoms are like that, and it's kind of sad too because like, okay, I know this is like going to like the VTuber community stuff that's been happening recently, but I know like part of the thing with the VTuber community is sometimes they like ship VTubers, but they forget like the VTuber is more than just the personality. And it's like not ever a good idea to ship just like the VTubers together, in my opinion. Unless they canonically says, yes, you could ship us together kind of thing, but pushing like this character or this VTuber goes with this VTuber kind of thing. I've seen that a couple times, and where they force it and then like get mad when somebody goes with another ship. I think Niji Sanji had a big problem with that, where like some talents would like collab with other talents and stuff like that.
I think I had ship preferences for Team J NPR, Blake, and maybe Weiss, but that was it. But as long as you're not a dick, I generally respect your ship preferences.
I think that's the same with me too.
Unless there's a story reason for it to be.
I mean,
not possible.
I mean, the only thing I don't like with ships is that if a person like ships and like attacks anybody else who's against them, that's my biggest gripe, right? And I guess that is just being a dick, but but also like ships out of spite, you know, which is also just being a dick. Ship was kind of out of left field. Yeah, I think they did something like that too. I think that happened with Voltron or something like that. My friend was telling me about it because they got really bothered with it, because like it was in Voltron, one of the main boys or something like that had like no general love interest, and then like at the very end, like suddenly out of nowhere they had a love interest or something like that. I don't remember. It was weird. They told me about it, and it was like, I said, yeah, that is weird that they just introduced it last second. Netflix Voltron, which one's that one? I don't know which one it was, but it was like the newer Voltron, not like the one that came out recently, if there's a new one, but the new-ish one with Alaria, the princess, or something like that.
I recall 8 people shipped Aaron and Levi, but Levi is in his 30s or so, and Aaron's like 13.
Aaron is just 13? Wait a second. Is he just 13? I never realized that. I know there's like a time skip arc. Spoiler. That there's a time skip arc where maybe he becomes an adult, but he's just 13 in the first half. No way. He looks way too tall and old to be in one.
Initially, but the point is that Eren was not an adult before the time skip.
Yeah, that makes sense. But let's go back to this. Eren was 13? Legendary Defender 2016. Yeah, that one. My friend really liked it because they loved the animation. My friend is a big animation nut, and they said like the animation on that was really top notch. Was he really 13 though?
The 104th from memory were 12.
Really? That deceives me because I did not think he was that young. I thought he was like in his 18 or 19s during the military arc. I was kind of bad. Really? Like I seen it, it looked pretty good. The only thing I heard is like the ending was bad, but the journey up to the ending people really enjoyed because it like gave all the characters time to shine and all the stuff like kind of wrapped up in a way, right? It's just that people didn't like how the final part happened. But the thing is like, can the final part of a show be the reason why the whole show is bad? I always think nay. Like the show, and this applies to video games too, is that they're the sum of their parts. And if one part is bad, doesn't necessarily mean the whole thing is bad, you know? So that's how I feel about games and shows. Jotaro, okay. In defense of that, the Araki, I think that's his name, Araki Sensei. His art style is very particular for something like that. I think they did it like something like that too, where they show like two other characters in the skate or in the anime that were also 17, and they're like completely different to Jotaro. And plus, Jotaro is like a near adult, you know, and usually men tend to get like burly around that time. All right, I'm gonna send both of these to my client because I accidentally made the other one when they wanted these specific poses, but I got the. I'll let them decide which one they like. Okay.
Alin, those farmers' legs are amazing.
I just noticed it. Thank you, Feder. +1. $20 has been deposited to your account. There you go. Okay. Okay. Just make it a quick hand. This is still Pokemon music, right? You know, it kind of reminds me of like those Twitter posts when people make the like misalignment twizzers and there's like two things that don't normally misalign. Maybe we should make them smaller so it could fit the girl on here. All right.
Okay, so after Googling, he was at most 15.
Okay, 15 is still baby face, you know? He did not look baby face. Okay, so the pose they want. This one. Okay, I can do that. Okay. Attack on Titan was a shonen. It definitely was a shonen, but I still think that even if it was a shonen, he looked way older. Like JoJo. It's like the JoJo syndrome. Okay. Yeah. I went Nia just because like whenever I draw a 3 face and a cat girl, I always go like Nia when I draw the 3. It's like when you're drawing a smile and you make a big dumb smile on your face and you make the expression that you're drawing. It's like that. You know? Nia.
No.
No. Yes. Yas girl. Can you guys go say yas? I want to see if it goes yas. I'm curious if it will say yas. Let me go stretch. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not working.
Yes.
Yeah? Oh, wait, it's getting there.
Yes, Queen Slay. Oh my gosh, yes, Alin.
That was close. That was close.
YAAAS.
I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna have to turn you guys into Gyaru soon. Like, once I have a nugget of freedom and art, I'm gonna draw you guys as a Gyaru. Right? Like, I already have like an idea what I want to do. I think I like something very cute. I already showed it before, but I want you guys to have like this kind of hairstyle.
Alin
Right?
Laphel med.
This is gonna be you guys, and maybe I'll have it so like your eyes are like peeking through like that, right? And we should like have like give you like your little ears.
Center to despair.
That way you guys could be like, yas, girl. And I want to make you like tired, so like you're always constantly tired, right? Was only 7 in the first chapter? That one makes more sense. You look like a kid during then. Yeah. And then you gotta have like the unbuttoned shirt, like a Gyaru, right? And then you gotta have Booba! Sorry. No, you guys are gonna be flat. Oh, it could be like the Bibu or the Pebbles, right?
Plushy 15 Slay.
It's gonna be like the Pebbles, where the Pebbles
Cheap
are...
suit.
No. You guys are gonna have Gyaru. You're gonna have the Gyaru outfit, right? But that way you guys talk like Yas Queen. Meant Monkey D. Luffy? Oh, did you? It was only 7 when the story's about 2 years? I didn't see you say Monkey D. Luffy. But yeah, you guys are gonna be like Yas, and I wanted it to be that ambiguous like Pebble situation where people don't know if the Pebbles are male or female. Okay.
The gender is whatever's funniest.
Yeah, you're whatever gender you want to be, and that's the best
I am
part.
constantly tired considering I have been going to bed at 5 a.m. lately, Alin Louise.
You should go get some rest then. I mean, technically it's probably because we're streaming, right? Because you're still here. Why don't you go get some rest? Like, even if it's just one night, you know? Everyone's been having trouble sleeping recently. My friend said the same thing. They said they've been up until 3 and they woke up at 6. And I'm like, for some reason, I sleep like a baby no matter what. Like, as soon as I get into the bed, it only takes me like 10 minutes, maybe even less, maybe 5 minutes if I had to guess, until I knock out instantly. I sleep really well. That's why I don't have to worry about like probably overworking myself to death, because I would probably get a good night's sleep no matter what. Okay, I'm a big baby, guys. I'm a big baby. Wow, we're Super Creek. I didn't get Super Creek Halloween though.
Week streams start at 3 a.m. Weekend is fine, but since I'm working on stuff, I don't go to bed early XD.
I see. Maybe you should like have power naps. I told you about my friend in New York, right? So I had a friend in New York. He was going to college for sociology, right? Basically what he did, he told me how he takes power naps, right? And how it works is that he doesn't sleep at night the full 8 hours, but instead he spreads it out throughout the day, right? So basically you're like, oh, 1 o'clock is my power nap, I'll get 2 hours of sleep there, and like 5 o'clock is my power nap, so I'll get 2 hours of sleep. So they spread the 8 hours throughout the day. That way they're always doing something, which I guess makes sense, but at the same time I would rather just go to sleep the full 8 hours. I don't think I could function like that. But he made it work. He made it work. People are always interesting with what they do. Just like my friend who punched brick walls to power up his fist. Guh? Is that Mori Calliope in chat? Guh? Hey Hollow, how you doing? The Mori Calliope going gut in my chat? I think it's something about how you need less sleep if you do it correctly. Yeah. No, he said he slept the full 8 hours. It's just he spread it throughout the day. I don't know if it was actually because he You need less sleep that way. Gah! Hey, deadbeats. Wait, no, that's not how deadbeats. Hey, deadbeats! I like Mori Calliope. Mori Calliope's so fun. And I like saying her name. I think it's because of Gigi. Every time I say Mori Calliope, I say the full name, Mori Calliope. I don't say Callie or Mori. I go Mori Calliope. Is that the Mori Calliope? Says Gigi Morin of Hololive fame. It's good, I know. Mori Calliope, Mori Calliope. Even when I make posts and art of her, I always say like, this is Mori Calliope. Very subtle about it. Gigi has brain rotted me. 6-7 chat. Can I get 6-7 back? Haha, hee hee. Oh, I love 6-7. Hoo hoo, haha. Is that what they do actually? I don't. I never seen someone do it in real life when they said 6-7. But did they do something else like that? Did they say like? Did it go like 6-7 or something like that, or like 6?
6 asterisk gets shot by sniper asterisk.
When someone says it, it sounds like an anime girl. It does. I mean, Mori Calliope is indeed an anime girl. 6-7 thing is, I still don't understand it. My friend said, who works in the education field, says like all the kids are saying it and it's getting to the point where it's like so bothersome, especially when it comes to math. And I still don't understand it. I heard too, like In-N-Out, was it In-N-Out? In-N-Out had to take out their Order 67 because people kept on like making fun of it and like causing a big deal. And then like someone, like I was reading some tweets on Twitter and I take it with a grain of salt because I don't know if it's real, but they said like 6-7 is like the sleeper term. And whenever like the words 6-7 like get said together, like their kid awakens up and starts like jumping all over the place. Like, I don't know. I'm missing the factor here. Like, who started 6-7? Where did it come from? It's basically 420 and 69. But the thing is, those have like historical purposes, right? Even though like it's kind of skewed nowadays, 420 and 69, people just think of it as funny numbers. People don't even know what they mean most of the time. They had a history of why they were funny numbers.
We need to start our own sleeper term.
I'm telling you, we gotta make it so like if we take a terminology like sheeps and then like turn it into like some sort of meme, people will catch on to it, you know? All right, chat, we're gonna make a funnier number, right? Not 6-7, but 6-8. I am poggering out of my mind at this moment.
Sheeping all over the place. 25.
You know what's funnier than 25, Patrick? Or SpongeBob? What? 26. You're fine. Let's see with that. But I've been surfing on the internet for people to help my profile picture for my birthday tomorrow. I'm getting old. Finally gonna be 17. But if you're fine with that. So I don't have age things on my YouTube channel, but I do prefer you guys are 18 plus if you go on the Discord. But congratulations, as long as you act responsibly on chat. And don't text. I would also say don't like tell people your age. I would say first thing of the internet, keep private information private. I know like this generation is like very open to just talking about their stuff like that, but make sure to keep private information private. That's coming from a old man like me. Wake up, sheepies. Suddenly pop out, dilated. What if someone sees spicy art? Exactly. That's why I prefer that you guys are 18 plus. And I think I just need to make that a iron rule on the Discord. It's just I haven't gotten around to it, but I think I just need to cement that the Discord is closed off to 18 plus now. Say, sound old? New gens are comfortable with giving their information? Yeah. So, you know, don't say my bad. You're learning. That's the thing. I'm never mad at people who are learning, who are growing up, because the thing is, we all were that age. I was 17 and stuff.
Of me, ha ha ha.
But it doesn't bother me. That's the thing. I'm not bothered by spicy art, but I do know that I should take responsibility as a streamer, especially as I grow an audience. I need to take more responsibility as a streamer to kind of wrangle things in, you know. Because I'm not, like, as I become more of a figure for people to see, I need to make sure that I responsibly handle my community. Just pretend to be adult? Yeah. like I said, when I was 13, I pretend to be 18 on the internet. So I cannot get mad at anybody that does that on the internet, you know?
Alin is already corrupted. He doesn't mind spicy art now.
Don't say it like that. But I would say though, there's a reason why 18 plus spaces are 18 plus spaces. And if you're not responsible enough to act like an adult in an 18 plus space, then you should not be there. You're 27 because of your voice? Yeah, I get that. I don't think I was like that. When I was younger, when I was online, I've always just not been on voice chat. That's why it was easy for me to convince people that I was 18. Oh my gosh, I just remembered I got hit with a flash memory, guys.
At Fenrir, there's still time.
We can go back to say so. We haven't crossed that line yet. But I got hit by a flash memory. I remember a furry trying to like manipulate me into giving them a Half-Life 1 model. Did I tell this story before? There was a furry that was guilty me into giving him the model that I used for my character when I was playing 7 co-op. And they were like an adult, right? They were fully adult and I was like 13, but like I said, I pretend to be an adult. And I was scared because I was still a kid and I didn't understand. Okay, so here's how the story goes. It's not super bad. He didn't groom, no allegations or anything like that. What happened was we were playing 7 co-op together, right? We were on the server, right? We were part of the same clan. Back when Alin Laphel was cool, we were part of the same clan, right? But the thing was, during this phase of my life, I wanted to play Half-Life 2, right? I really wanted to play Half-Life 2. The problem was my computer could not run it. So what I did was I backported the models from Half-Life 2 into Half-Life 1, and I used it to go over the weapons and the characters. So it's like Barney looks like the Barney from Half-Life 2. The guns look like the guns from Half-Life 2, like the shotgun from Half-Life 2, the machine gun, all that, right? The thing is though, in 7 co-op, if somebody has a model that you don't have downloaded, it shows up as a default robot model. And this furry, he took pride in that he collected all the models online, right? Every character model you can think of on the 7 co-op, he had it, right? So when I had the model that I backported into Half-Life 1 myself, technically nobody else had that except for me, right? So he was like, Alin strangles you. Alin, what is this model you have that I don't have? I have all the models on the internet, right? So he sent me a message and I said, oh, it's a model that I backported from Half-Life 2, right? And he said like, can I have it? And I said, no, I just made it for myself. I don't want anyone to really have it. I just did it for me to see. And he said, then he started guilting me and saying like, Alin, you know you could get in trouble for that. You could get in trouble for taking Half-Life 2 assets and moving to Half-Life 1 for free. I was like, what? He says, give it to me. That way you won't get in trouble. I don't know the logic behind it, but he said something along like that. I was like, okay, I'll give you the model. So he got the models from me because like I backported it specifically and he got it. But thinking back at it, I was like, yeah, that was weird. The guy was just weird, so it wasn't that bad. Yeah, he's eccentric, right? He was very eccentric, but he wasn't like this was back when the internet was more kind or more unique. He had one job.
Man, young Alin was dummy.
Look, this was like during my younger days, and I was like 13 or 12 around the time, right? So I didn't know any better about what's what, and I just believed him because he was an adult, and I was like a kid pretending to be an adult. I don't think he caught on to the fact that I was like underage though. Even the clan that I joined, I said I was an adult. So yeah, that's why I can never get mad at a kid acting like a adult in an adult space. The only thing was I acted responsible. I acted like an adult around adults. So the way I see it, if you're gonna want to be in an adult space with other people, you have to act like an adult, you know? I have a premiere in 5 minutes. Congratulations! Genuinely? Yeah. So that's why, but I would say if you are a youngster and you don't know anything about being an adult, don't be in an adult space, you know? Thanks. Yeah. I think I'm more empathetic because of the way I grew up. I'm very empathetic to several people's causes and stuff, you know? Just because I was an idiot when I was younger. And I've done a lot of stupid things when I was younger, you know? Alright, here we go. So we're gonna say sketch 1 and sketch 2. Same. Yeah, I think that's the thing. We were all in that phase, and I don't like the kids these days are acting especially stupid comparatively, but I think they're gonna grow up too. I don't think they're gonna be that bad. We all had that phase. Heck, back when I was younger, we were just spamming like, "Ha, you lost the game," and then like we were running around like yelling that out loud at each other. So the kids saying 67 is no different than what we were doing back then. Yeah, chat, you lost the game. I'm 18, I'm voice acting for YouTube 10K. Their jet is done for. I wouldn't even say that, right? I'll say any personal information. Yeah.
The cake is a lie.
Yeah, we did that too when I was younger. But I've always been anonymous since I was young, so. Have a problem with sanitized internet. Yeah, I think that's the thing too. I agree with that. The only reason I learned my lesson was because I messed up so much, right? Because I got scammed on RuneScape and lost my account. Because I played Growl Online and someone like came up and like was saying sexual things at me, right? Because of all these dumb things that I learned that, yeah, anonymity is better on the internet. Nobody should know who you are. Oop. Yeah. Like the thing is, you shouldn't look at these things as bad things though. You should look at them as like, unless it's like really, really bad.
Alin
Anonymous,
is
yeah.
part of Anonymous.
I'm a hacker, guys.
Flat Alin.
You just have to, you have to like take what you can and learn from it. Man, I sound old. I thought about what I said. I sound old.
I don't know who you are, but I know what you are, smiley face.
Shut up. Look, people, like the internet was a lot more innocent back then. I mean, I say that with all the things that happened, but those things were much more rare. But I think nowadays there's a lot of like people taking advantage of the internet. All right, let me send this to you. Oh, my bad. Oh, my bad. I missed your message. I did make a sketch for your thumbnail, but since I'm still in the sketching phase, okay. You're back? Okay. There we go. Man, I gotta like, what's it called? I had to have a system for messaging. You don't have someone to manage it because like I keep missing messages both on VGen and Discord as of late.
Angrily typing.
Like lately I've been missing a lot of messages as of late. I've been really busy with the move. Can you draw me a birthday thumbnail? I would say no, because the thing is right now I have too large of a queue. So sorry about that. It's too tight of a deadline and I have too much other artists or people that I had to do drawings for. But the fun thing about making thumbnails is, you know, it's always good to make a thumbnail that yourself. You know anyone who could? Why don't you try making one yourself? It's actually pretty fun. Part of the fun, in my opinion, of making a thumbnail is just like making it silly. Okay? Look, there's you guys. This is your Gyaru self. You guys are gonna be flat. Alright. Let's see. So we got this sketch process and in wait. Let's see. Now I have a choice. Do I want to start inking and coloring, or do I want to do more sketches and get them out of the way? Today's the 14th. Maybe we'll do one more sketch.
Yeah, not to mention, there's people outside
Actually, let's see
the
ink
waiting
color.
list to Alin Laphel.
Yeah. I've been super busy, and it doesn't help that the move is making things even more busy. But I'm clearing the commission still, somehow. I still have a big project that I had to work on for somebody, but luckily I am 3/4 of the way through that big project for them. Alright, so this one we should finish up. Alright, so this one we can work on stream. But I do more music. True, but you always like Photoshop something together. I think that's the thing. Just take maybe a drawing or something of yours and then like put it together. Missed. But I always wonder, I was gonna do a poll. So, you're moving places? Yep, I'm moving to a good place. I'm moving with friends too, so we're all gonna live together. But I wanted to do a poll to figure out like something. After I like clear all these commissions, I'm wondering if people would appreciate a shorter commission list, but deliveries are faster, versus commissions just being open all the time. Because I always wonder like which is the better direction to go, and I guess I won't know unless I ask for people's opinion on that. Because I could do either. I could keep it open and just keep working on them, but I think that it's important to know what the client's like. I'm gonna have a survey be sent out to all previous clients. Because like I could get drawings done fast, and I could get drawings done like in time. But the problem is that as my draw list gets longer and longer, then the what's it called? The deadlines get longer and longer. Let's see. I think both have their positives, but people prefer it faster. Do you think? Because like the thing is, that's why I have people on rush fee. That way they can push themselves up on priority, right? And that's good for me because I get more money out of it, right? But I do think that it's
Isn't that eating away on your own project's time though?
both of them do eat away at my project time, regardless. That's the thing too. But I'm kind of curious more for like client happiness than I am more for like my own projects. Because I want client satisfaction to be always on the highest thing, right? And so far clients are still satisfied, because apparently I learned that a lot of clients never hear back from their artists, and like sometimes they take up to a year before they get a delivery done, even on some small art. Like there's been a thread that's going on Twitter that I saw that basically there's some people who are waiting on their artists for like at least a year, which is kind of crazy to think about. Yabai desu ne. There we go. And I get why some artists would do it, and I find it interesting.
Me still waiting since September on the gen to wait for the artist to even put my paid order as WIP.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because like I'm always making sure that things are done within a month for any client, right? And if I don't have that much orders, much more faster, right? So that's why right now it's definitely a month for the commissions unless you pay priority, and then I finish it up within a week. But the priority fee is like 50% extra, so it's 50% on top of whatever the base fee is, and that can get pricey for some things. Like the more characters you have, the more you pay, and then that's 50% of that, you know? So it's like if they have 6 characters on it, that's like a total of what, $60, and then with the 45 or the 50% rush fee, that brings it up to 90. Off the top of my head, you know? But I do know like people appreciate that they could just make an order whenever they want, so they don't feel panicked and pressured to like have to make the order now because my waitlist is open. I think that's the one benefit for people because my queue is always open. So I think there's like benefits to both of them, right? And the fact that they could rely on me like eventually to get it done within a month is something that people apparently had a struggle to find other artists to do. Crazy to hear, but it makes sense. I know there's like been a lot of returning clients that order like big batches too, where I have like a batch of like what? Like right now, like someone's ordering like a batch of 5 thumbnails. So like, and the one of them I also just did was finishing a batch of 6 thumbnails. So there's that to it too. And people are always asking like, hey, are you gonna ever have a wait list? And they just want to make sure that I'm always available.
On one hand, perma open waitlist means I don't have to
It was
worry
underwhelming.
about
What was
having the
underwhelming?
money when comms open both. On the other hand, the wait is longer.
That's true. So that's the trade-off to
I
it.
do like being able to place an order whenever. but I also don't mind how long it take either, so I guess it's like a trade-off.
I guess that makes sense too, because so far all my clients been okay with how long I take on the commissions, which is usually like 2 to 4 weeks, right? Oh, congratulations on your premiere. Yeah, it's hard to find a solution on it, and that's why I just want to make sure that like people are just happy with their thing. Make an order calendar. I do have an order calendar, but oh, you mean like a public order calendar? I could do something like that. VGen doesn't support anything like that, so that's a little bit harder to do. Because I think the thing is that make VGen kind of very nice for clients is very convenient, right? It's very easy to see what commissions that the client or the artist is working on, and it's very easy to kind of like put your order in and get it queued up, you know? But if you have to like go to hoops and ends in a system that's not built yet, it can present like, I think that's the thing they teach you in marketing class. When you want to make like someone order something, you have to give them the path of least resistance. And this sounds very scummy, trust me. But the less buttons they have to press, the more likely they are to make a purchase. That's what they taught me in the marketing class. It's kind of crazy how much scummy techniques they taught me in marketing. But the reality is true, because like people are prone to make
It would be interesting
impulse
if there
buys.
was like some sort of list to see where in line your comm is towards being finished.
There is. It's on VGen, right? Let me show you guys really quick, right? Let me go show you. VGen, if you guys are curious about that, it is 100% on VGen. Let me show you guys. The thing is like, it just shows like where my current stuff is. Have I been this angry this whole time? I've been really pissed at you guys. Sorry. All right, let me go crop this. Okay. And let's crop it to the right. Try to make it like widescreen. All right, so if you click right here, it shows you my work queue. Even though it's not like organized the way I can see it easily, right? The thing is like, I have a way to show it much more easily on my end, but it looks like this right now, you see? So you can see
you were
in queue.
angrily typing XD.
Oh, I see, you're right. Mine looks a little bit nicer because like when I have my commission stuff, I set it up to keep track of where things are, right? So I can see like who's who and where's where, right? But you guys just see like the messy version of it. There you go.
Me not being
You're not on
the list
VGen, so I had to
who-
keep you on a calendar. I keep sorting on the calendar. Anybody, like the thing is I have like 5 or 7 clients on the top of my head who are not through VGen. So I have a calendar on my desk for those clients to make sure I keep track of them. There we go. There we go. But I'm technically now finished with my morning work. Like my morning work was to finish up all those sketches, and now that I'm done, I'm doing my evening work. I'm getting started on my evening work. So you guys get to see what I do in the evening, which is usually the inking and coloring portion. So now I'm back on schedule. Now that I picked up that couch this morning, right? When I picked up that couch this morning, I lost some time, but I'm back on schedule now. Sometimes it just takes a good art stream, like just drawing, just to make sure that you get back on schedule. I don't know what kind of shoes she has. I'm guessing with this look, like it kind of looks like a swimsuit, right? Maybe I could give her flip-flops. Or maybe like a dancer shoes kind of thing. Loafers, is that what they're called? Schedule Laphel? Yeah. I think I didn't keep a schedule before, but now I'm trying to do a better job at keeping a schedule. I think that's a New Year's resolution. I got started on it recently. Problem is I haven't been able to write into my schedule as of late. But usually I try to put all my deadlines in there so I could keep track of what I had to work on in priority. Problem is though, because of the move, I haven't been able to write down. But once the move is over, I'm probably gonna get organized again. Or at least try to organize myself. You know? It's hard. Nobody teaches you these things as a business. You just have to learn it on your own. Okay. There we go. You know what I want to try to do? Have you guys been seeing what's been happening like in the art community? Like or not the art community, but like with some people who are doing AI art, and they put a green screen on their for their sketches because they're copying AI art. I kind of want to do that, not with like AI art. No, not with AI art, but with my own drawings to look like I'm a very good professional streamer or artist. Hide my sketches and make it look like I can draw without like sketches. Make myself look cooler than I really am. Not with AI though. I'm never gonna use AI. You can trust me that I would never use AI, even to schedule stuff. Like I know like my friend says just use AI for your scheduling. I'm like, no, I will not use AI for the schedule. I will just use my hands because I am a human being. Why not use the worst looking AI art? What do you mean by use the worst? No, I mean my own art. Just a bit like what I mean is like, you know how like you see me sketch out the drawings and then like I trace over my sketches? Like what if I did something like this where, oh, I'm just drawing it without anything, you know? Where I'm outlining. That looks pretty impressive, don't you think? There you go. Because like a lot of professional artists do that, where they're able to draw on the spot and ink at the same time, and that's how they get through manga because they master the technique of being able to draw, like make it a total joke. Wait, what? You mean the drawing? No. I'm not even gonna try to use AI for jokes. The thing is, like, I feel like the moment you kind of compromise and start using AI for like things, people are gonna think that like there's a possibility that you'll use AI, you know? I forgot what the term is, but there's like a terminology for it. It's like the moment you bring doubt of an action to someone's head is the moment that people will believe that you'll do it again.
I is a joke.
Yeah, AI is 100% a joke. So I'm 100% avoiding AI in any fashion whatsoever. The only time I'll touch AI if it's like in a game and then I didn't know about it, but usually I'm hoping games don't have AI. There we go. Look at her face plant. And we should have like drag in the grass like this.
I liked AI during the early days, but it's become a monster.
It has, and I didn't even like AI in the early days. Now that I think about it, the only thing AI I did find funny was like the presidents doing the Yu-Gi-Oh card game in AI.
I ain't.
Yeah! That person knows what it's all about. Oh, whoa. More like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Quick sketch. Okay. And we could do a quick backdrop. But yeah. I know like a lot of people are using AI for schedule planning and stuff, but I don't even trust that, sadly. I feel like AI schedule planning is not the strongest. Could be too, like I always had bad experience with like telling AI, or not even AI, with like voice to text things, like where it's like, Alexa, turn on music, and it goes like, shutting down. Alexa, schedule this at 12 p.m. It is scheduled for 6 a.m. I'm not the only one that struggled with that, right? Did you guys, I don't know what's called Alexa, what's the one called on an iPhone? Siri? Like, I tried to do it for a bit where it's like, Siri, set reminder 12 o'clock. But then like, it never sets the reminder 12 o'clock. Every single time I had to go back to it and it doesn't set the alarm. The only thing that works is like, or Siri, set timer 5 minutes. That's the only thing I could do with it and it actually works. Properly the way it's supposed to. That's why if I can't even trust Siri or Alexa, then I can't even like trust I can't even trust AI. As more voice recognition, how much more clearer do I have to be? I even like say it very slowly. I'll be like, Alexa, schedule this for 12 p.m. Scheduled for 1 a.m. I talk slowly, I say it loudly and clearly. Like how much more clear do I have to be? And I know, probably because it's iPhone. But still.
When I say early days, I meant the start where it was very limited and you couldn't do much, but the idea of an F-15 in a forest like It's a Wild Animal was funny.
I don't know, even that like is like just Photoshop it. I'm very anti-AI. I'm sorry for my AI VTuber friends out there, but I'm against you at this moment. The only thing that I guess I also like of AI is Neurosama, but Neurosama is kind of built different in a way. It's like a trained AI versus like generative AI. But even then, like, what's it called? Even then, AI is kind of useful. I haven't found any use for it. And even then, thinking about like, what can I use it for? What can I use it for that I can't use myself, right? Or like I can't do myself. That's why I never really get the AI trend and like having AI help you and do all these things. And a lot of times like AI can get things wrong really easily. So might as well just do it yourself, you know?
But I lost interest after that, and then I found out all the issues with I.
Yeah, there's a lot of issues with it. Like looking beyond just like the operational power of an AI, also knowing like the operational cost of AI is crazy.
Hello.
Hello, how are you doing, Yak? Yakety yak, don't talk back. Oh, you're a taco! Are you also of our priestess? Here, I'm gonna draw a taco really quick. Right? Let's draw a taco really quick to celebrate a taco in chat. Okay, there you go, little taco. There you are, you're a taco and a taco. With another taco behind you, the taco. One of those extra wide tacos. That's made
THANKMUU.
made of a taco shell. A taco in a taco shell. Man, I really want to do an Ina drawing. There was like so many moments of Ina when I was watching and listening to her that I really want to like draw of, but I never got around to it because I've been so busy with commissions. Cute taco. Then we could draw Ina, who's about to eat the taco. Oh no, Ina, be careful. Those tacos aren't good. Ah. Ina, stop. No, the tacos. The tacos. Okay.
Ha-he.
And then that's when the tacos like fall to the knees and be like, ah, it should have been me, not Tim. It's not fair. There we go. I'll just finish up this sketch or the outline for this and then I'll probably call it a day. I'll get some rest because my body is really sore. I picked up that couch and it's now killing my body. This might be it. This might be the day I actually physically die. Hypothetically. Allegedly. I'm not actually dying. I know I got a couple new chat members. I'm not all scared of actually now I think about it. I'm not actually dying. Imagine if you came into a channel and then like the streamer just said like I'm dying. Don't die, please. I'll just like plop on the couch and rest for a bit after I'm done with this one. No, don't die. You guys are too nice. I'm glad I have a community like you guys. I know I don't say it often, but I appreciate this community of sheepies and rammies, you know? You guys are amazing. The best. We may not be the biggest. We may not be the biggest in number, but we are the biggest in heart. Ah. Now sheepies assemble. We are making Voltron. There you go. We got this one outlined. Maybe I have enough energy for one more. Let me see. So that one's outlined. Next one. So Astro hasn't gotten back to me. Let's do Stones to the Forest. Smiley face. Okay. Who will redeem my points? Don't worry. You can redeem your points at the local what's it called? VTuber shelter. Give me a second. I think I got a message on VGen. Okay, I thought I saw a ping out of a message, but I think it was like the previous one. Okay. There we go. I think I need to like, what's it called? Have a system for messaging because either that or just message immediately back. I know like,
Boop, boop.
since I'm waiting for a response, I might start collecting sheepy messages. How do you want me to collect them again? You can collect them either through a book or something. It's however you want. Or it could be a message board. I always like the idea of message boards. Since I grew up on message boards, I think it's cute when you see like a board full of messages. I always like it like that. where it's like, oh, here's a bulletin board and here's all the messages pinned to it. Either that or like a picture of it. Okay, next one though. Let me go outline this one. Let me go pull up the VTubers in question. Okay, so this one is Hana. In fact, did Fufu get back to me or Katie on the sketch? Nope. Nope. Okay, we're still good. We're still in the clear for those two.
Okay, but how do I get sheepies to send them to me? Just post a message on Discord.
That could work, but I don't know, like, are you planning to have this on VR chat? Because can they do that on VR chat where they leave a message for other people on VR chat? Because that could be a fun way to do it. So they log onto the map and they just leave a message. That'd be cute. Okay, since I opened this one first, we'll do this one first. Okay. This is a very cute design though. I like this design. Alright. I don't know why I have this farmer still. Okay. The one thing I do, oh, I don't know why I spin this one. The one thing I do love about being a artist is that the number of people, the number of VTubers I drew.
HGTG.
Oh, have fun with your movie.
Watch a movie. Have fun with DA stream.
Okay, hydrating.
I could try, but that sounds complicated and people might.
Well, if it's too
analyze
complicated,
it.
I think it's better not to do it then. I think the path of least resistance is the best way to do it. But yeah, I agree. Oversized sleeves are the best. Okay. In fact, I do oversized sleeves. I think I talked about this, but my pajamas, I love to have oversized sleeves for. I told you about this, right, guys? How like my pajama, the one that my favorite pajama, but the thing is, it's too ripped for me to wear anymore. Looks something like this, where like it has a big neck.
To delete the map, Alin Laphel.
That's a good idea, dude. But the sleeves are also oversized, so I had like this look going on with my previous long sleeve. The problem is, it's way too ripped now for me to wear. So that's why I like to draw Aine in this pajama outfit, because it's so cute. It's like the cutest thing ever. It's the cutest thing ever when they have like one sleeve down and they have oversized sleeve, that combination. Top cute. Okay. Let's put a fang there. She has like double flesh fangs, so we should at least like have a fang here. A singular flesh fang per se. May I have a flesh fang, sir? Yes, you may. Brother, I need some oats. Yeah. I wouldn't say so though. I have oversized sleeves when with my pajamas, but I just pull the sleeves back, and it's not really too big of an issue when it comes to like drawing or washing dishes and things. Like you just have to roll it up.
Fangs a lot.
Yeah, fangs a lot. Haha. Hee hee. And we'll just like get as far as we can with this one, and then we'll call it. There we go. I think next week's schedule is also going to be up in there, because I'm going to be really busy between the move and other stuff to get ready for Christmas. I am going to be super busy. Holy crap. I just thought about it. So I know I didn't get a schedule out for this week, but I think next week's schedule is also going to be up in the air. So just, you know, I'll post my when I stream and all that stuff, but I don't think I'll make another schedule, just to make sure that if I had to cancel a day, I will. Man, I can't wait till this holiday season's over and things start to slow down. Well, who knows if they're gonna slow down? Because I want to ramp up for the new year, baby! Sorry. 2026 is gonna be our year, chat. It's gonna be my year. I'm gonna try to get a video editor, right? We're gonna try to make some actual videos on the YouTube channel, right? I do sit in my pajamas 24/7. I don't like sitting in my pajamas 24/7. Like I used to do it when I was younger, but nowadays I feel like me getting into work clothes, even if I don't like work outside of home, makes me prepared to work, right? It's the mindset, I guess, that sets me up, right? As soon as I put on my clothes on, that's not pajamas, it tells me, yeah, you're ready to get to work. Plus, I don't like my pajamas getting dirty, like outside of sleeping, because then I bring that dirt into the bed, you know? And then I had to like wear a new set of pajamas, which means more laundry. But I do think like wearing pajamas like for long periods of time is a specific mindset that sets up. So like setting up or using non-pajamas or wearing regular clothes can help you feel a little bit better when it comes to getting things done. It's like coffee, right? Coffee has an effect on me nowadays, which is sad. Like I used to use coffee as a way to kind of say like it's time to get to work, but I think I abused it too much and now I'm addicted. Now I go through withdrawal if I don't drink coffee. And I start falling apart. So I'm hard addicted to coffee. I need to cut back. There we go. But drinking a cup of coffee gets me into the mindset saying like it's time to work, you know? That's why I've been drinking some decaf as a kind of substitute sometimes, like during the evening, as a way to say like it's time to get to work, even though I'm not drinking full-on caffeine coffee. Ugh. Okay. There we go. We'll just ink the girl, then we'll call it a day, because I'm starting to get tired. Okay. If I could design all my characters with no sleeves like this, or no shoulders, I would. They would be all cute, because it's shoulderless. Shoulderless outfits. I will shoulder the burden, as they say. Alright. Big old sleeves. And t-shirt, but then tummy, and then overalls. Oh, my phone's running out of battery. Alright though, I think this is a good spot to get close ending.
To change the BGM, or else Alan will hear "Hi, I am suffering" as soon as he logs in Alin Louise.
Do you put that? It's just like "Hi, I'm suffering" is what you put in there at this moment. Okay, little Tozy for free. I think I'm gonna take a nap after this. I'm actually realizing how tired I am. I'll take like a quick 5-minute nap or 15-minute nap. Then I'll eat dinner and then I'll get back to work. Gotta keep on working after all.
Yeah, it's temporary while I was testing it XD.
Were you testing out audio on the map? Okay.
Yuppers.
Ah, that makes sense. I'm kind of curious how crazy this map is gonna look. So far, the screenshots already are crazy by themselves. But you're really good at it. When I looked at the map, it's looking very loyal to the original picture, which I really think came out really well. There we go. Alright, now's a good time for me to end it. I'm tired. It's nap time. Should I raid somebody? I got so much done today.
Could be better.
I get that. I made so much sketches and I even inked. Wow, actually it was really productive today. So I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna take like a 10-minute nap after this and then probably get back to it. I need to keep myself on my toes. Hopefully you won't sleep till tomorrow. Yeah, I don't do that. I think the longest I slept was 1 hour. I don't think I sleep longer than 1 hour though, because I need to be in a bed and lying comfortably. Should I rate somebody though? I don't know if I should rate somebody. I'm feeling lazy. I think my New Year's resolution is to be better at the VTuber aspect. 10 minutes nap, wakes up 5 hours later. I have never done that, but it scares me that one day I will.
Thanks for the stream.
Thank you guys for coming. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream as much as I did. It was a lot of fun. A lot of yapping, a lot of work done, but I got super productive. You saw how productive I am? Heck yeah. We were productivity up the wazoo. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream as much as I did. It was a lot of fun. And for this week's schedule, like I said, keep your nose to the ground or whatever terminology is, because we're gonna, what's it called? I'm gonna be busy, so I can't lock in what I want to do.
Time to sneak more messages behind Alan's
Thank you, chat. Or thank you, Feder. Yeah, thank you guys for coming. I can't guarantee that we will be drawing. We will be drawing. Grounded? I don't know what the term is. You know what I mean, though. Keep your nose to the ground, keep your ear to the ground, something like that. Right? I want to say maybe Wednesday we'll come back to Minecraft. Either that or more Pokemon ZA. I do want to do the Pokemon ZA. I might do recordings of it. I didn't get a chance to record today because this morning I had to help with the couch. But yeah. Man, I got hit by a wave of tiredness. Alright, thank you guys for coming. I'll see you guys next time. In fact, maybe we could do our last finale Sheepy Shop on Sunday. We'll see. We'll see. If everything goes well and I'm ahead of everything, then we could do it on Sunday. But if not, then we'll have to plan something else. But yeah, thank you guys for coming. Oh, maybe a Christmas theme. Maybe the Sheepy Shop could be a Christmas theme this time. Yeah, that sounds kind of cute. Take care now, Grandpa. Don't call me Grandpa. Bye, guys. Take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye. See you guys Tuesday, probably. Bye! Where's my dog? He's not coming running. He's gonna come and run eventually. Especially when I get to the couch and plop there, he's gonna like burst his way through the door. Bye!